once again, my fellow modelers, my friends, I welcome you to another video. This is going to be a model video, and those of you that follow my channel know how much I love this lady right here and all our Star Trek projects that we're currently working on, as well as the Titanic models, different ship models. But today I'm going to show you guys something totally different. This is kind of a special video because my son had come home and he said, "Oh, by the way, Dad, I got you something." I guess he had gone to a yard sale and he had picked up a model kit that he had seen, and he thought that I would like it. And this is going to be a first on this well, actually not. I've shown you guys, when it comes to planes, I've shown you Jacques Cousteau's PBY, and I've shown you guys the Memphis Belle, the B-17 bomber. What I'm going to show you now is going to be another warplane. This is going to be from Desert Storm, PANAVIA Tornado 200 MRCA, and this is from ESCi ERTL. You can see as usual, they have beautiful illustrations on the cover. Model kit. And includes authentic Desert Storm decals, and this is in 1/48 scale. A beautiful illustration on the front of the box. Let's take a look at the end. Let's see. This is model kit number 4093. The PANAVIA Tornado 200 MRCA. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Again, in 1/48 scale. And usually both ends of the boxes are the same on the hurdles. 4093. Yep, in 1/48 scale. So let's check out the side of the box and get a little bit more information. Again, kit 4093. And you can see the barcode 4093E10E0. And let's see if it's different on the other side of the box. And is exactly the same. And there is something in the back. Shows the model number. And not suitable for children under 8 years. May contain small parts and sharp points. Paint and cement not included. So a lot of the Star Trek kits have this on the back too. So I think what we can do is let's take it over to the table. We can't use the desk because right now I'm working on the base for the Enterprise, the reissue. So why don't we go ahead and I'll take you guys over to the table and I'll show you what's in this kit. Okay, so again, we got a little bit more light over here. And like I said, the desk is busy because we're letting the base dry. So this is the table, and this is my father-in-law's table. Sadly, he passed away, but I was able to get the table, and it comes in really handy. Not to get off subject, but you can see I'm doing my Enterprise build. Now, hopefully, I did get an email asking me what I was up to on that, so hopefully I can resume that. And we're also doing the Titanic build from the Agora models. Anyway, not to get off subject, so let's open up the box and see what's in here. And, oh, cool. Check it out. You can see the, wow, there's quite a bit of decals for this. This is 1/48 scale. I don't know how large it is yet, but cool. You can see the teeth. Look at the cockpit. Looks like radar and the sights. And you can see the lady on what appears to be a key. Nice. It's got the little signs. Nice. Now let's put this aside for a moment. And let's see, what's this? Medalofhonor.com. I don't know what this is. if you guys want to check it out, if you want to use this, if you're into this and you can use the code, there you are, be my guest. Just put this code in right there. And it looks like we got the instructions. By the way, it looks like somebody already started this. But let's check this out. And of course, like I do with everything, I will share the instructions with you. So this is looking like this is the front. Okay. So more than likely it goes like this. Let's see. We got some information on the plane. Yeah, I like it when they give us a little bit of information on this. The PANAVIA Tornado is a fighter plane made by the multinational consortium. The PANAVIA, composed of BAC, GB, MBB, German Federal Republic. The origins of this plane, more genetically known as the MRCA, multi-role combat aircraft, are rather complicated, and they are the results of trying to conciliate the specifications required by the Air Force of Great Britain, the German Federal Republic, and Italy. The program was started on the 26th of March 1969, and the first prototype made by MBB with the German civilian registration D959M. First flew on August 14th, 1974, commanded by the chief test pilot Paul Millet from BAC, and his number, Tuz Nils Meister from MBB. Shortly after, on October 30th, there was the first flight of the British prototype, the Tornado P-02 XX946. Later on December 5th, 1975, the first Italian version, the P-05 X586. The Tornado was designed, as it can be seen, from its original initials and multi-purpose plane for practicality in forms of ground attack, replacing the various Kinbaris, Vulcans, okay, I'm not even going to touch that one, Buccaneers, Phantoms, F-104G, and F-104S. The RAF also requested another version, known temporarily as ADV, which is Air Defense Version, meant for interception work, which is at present handled by the Phantom and the Lighting. So many are the orders for the Tornado that will become one of the most common planes of the 80s, 220 interdiction and attack versions, and 165 for interception for the RAF, 202 for the Luftwaffe, and 120 plus 2 modified pre-series versions for the Marineflieger, and 100 for the Italian Air Force. The versatility of this modern and powerful plane, which is mainly due to the use of 2 RB-199 Rolls-Royce engines made by the Turbo Union Consortium, and to the wing with variable geometry in flight, which makes it possible to go from a span of 13.90 m to just 8.58 m. The 200 Tornado IDS model, interdiction strike, can be used for tactical support interdiction, ordinary and nuclear tactical bombing, attacks enemy air bases, attacking ships, reconnaissance, and operational training. The Tornado during these operations was highly supersonic speed and an ability to operate at low quotas in all kinds of weather, even better than the various F-111, A-6, and Buccaneers can. So that was a little bit of information on this pretty cool looking plane. And this is form 099E4093, ART 4093, 148 scale. On the bottom, we've got the ERTL Company, P.O. Box 500, Highways 136 and 20, Dyersville, Iowa, 52040, 0500. And it's got the Canadian address as well. And it shows a little bit of information on using the tools and doing the parts. Usually you paint this on a tree. You can use snips to clip them off the tree to get rid of the flash, and sanding tools. All right, let's go to part 1. It looks like we'll be doing the cockpit. You can see the seat. You got the seat belts, and you can see the instrument panels, and I think, yeah, the decals. So that would be decal N6 and decal N3. So I'm thinking these you can see for either side of the instrument panel by the seats. And it looks like, I'm not sure if that's landing gear. You can see the double-seated cockpit going into the front of the plane. And I'm not sure what that part is. Part of the wing, maybe? I'm not sure because I don't really know a lot about planes. You can see the bulkheads going into the fuselage. And this looks like the tail fin. Part 8. Wait a minute, we should be at part 5, excuse me. So, part 5. You can see we're putting the plane wings onto the fuselage. You can see the nose cone going on. And it looks like the cockpit, the window. I like that. It looks like there's a frame that's going to go over the clear plastic, so it'll be a lot easier to paint that. Part 7. You can see the burners in the back. Now we can go to 8. And that looks like the tail fins. And 9, looks like we have some missiles or bombs. And it shows you where they're going to go. And let's see, part 10, we've got the landing gear. We've got the tires. And some more assembly. In 11, we got more of the little detail that's going to go onto the plane. And let's see, where part 11, that could be the last step. Okay, so this is more than likely a paint guide. Hopefully you guys can see all of that. And you can see where the details of the decals are going to go. So if you're doing the Tornado ID8 GR-MK1, AZA452 Gulf Killer RAF is the one at the top. The one in the middle is a Tornado IDS AMI ACN7050. And the one on the bottom is a Tornado IDS ACN704 RSAF N78QN. So, I'm wondering which one we should do. You know what? Let's do the one on the box. We'll do, because of the teeth. I think the teeth are pretty cool looking, so we'll do that one. So when we build ours, we'll do it as a Tornado IDS GR-MK1 ACZA452 Gulf Killer RAF N20 SQN. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounded pretty cool. And that is the instructions. Please retain this address for reference. Let's see. Did I miss the paint key? Let's see. It could have been on the other side. Yep, here it is. Here's the painting key. And you can pause that. It shows how to put the decals on. So, those are the complete instructions with the paint key. Nice. We can put that over there. We got the decals. So why don't we go ahead and actually look at the parts of the plane? You can see they had already done the cockpit. Now I'm really glad because someone already started this and they didn't put the decals on, and that's a good thing because I want to take it apart again and I want to make it my way, and I'm going to paint it because the way it's painted, I mean, it's okay, it's respectable, but I just want to paint it my own way. I'm going to do some research on these planes. I want to know what a PANAVIA Tornado 200 MRCA is. And we'll research it and we'll use the appropriate colors. So that's the cockpit. And it looks like the plane. I don't know what kind of glue this is, but it feels like it's a little bit loose, but I don't want to pry it off right now. What I like to do is, like I had done the SS United States, it was glued, but I ended up soaking it in hot soapy water, and then I was able to separate the pieces. So that's what we're going to do for this. And this paint appears to be, looks like it could be watercolor paint or water soluble paint. And that would be the best case scenario. It does not look like oil base. And I like using oil base myself, so hopefully we can get all this paint off and I can use the airbrush, and this will come out really cool looking. Like I said, I never did a plane like this before. And thank you to my son who had thought of me at the yard sale to bring home this pretty cool kit. All right, what else we got? This looks like it's the top. You can see they had put in the bulkheads. That's no big deal, we can leave that in. And again, it's that color. I'm not too crazy about that color. See, what I'm thinking is, like I said, guys, I don't know a lot about planes. If that is the same plane as this, I'm thinking I want to go ahead and do the camouflage instead. But that one doesn't have the mouth, so maybe we just won't do this plane. We'll do this one. I really like the camouflage. I think that's really cool, and that will be a little more challenging. So we'll do that plane. So you can see where the seats are going to go. So let's see if this can go in. I think this goes into this slot right there. Yeah, this is really, really easy to put together. And then this goes on top, like so. And you can see the place for the nose cone. And luckily, the fuselage was never glued together. And there are little pins or little holes on the top of the wings. Now, I don't know if the wings were meant to be moved. Oh, look, they are. So what's holding that on then? They had to glue it onto something. Let's see if I can kind of... Yeah, nice. And again, we'll wash this and we'll get this paint off, and then I'll use the airbrush and sand it down. It'll look a lot better. So we got the top and the bottom of the fuselage, and again, this paint is horrible. So let's get the cockpit out. Put this over here, and it looks like the other wing. And all these parts are really kind of gross. So like I like to do, I'm going to wash all this stuff in hot soapy water. I'm just going to soak everything. And that's going to be the best way, at least in my opinion, to get it ready. You can see the parts tree. Let's see. You've got the wheels. And again, I mean, they're all right, but I'd rather paint them my way. And I'm going to use flat black for the tires, not gloss. You can see a lot of the other pieces are on it. The frame that I was telling you guys, this is really cool. I like the fact that that's going to go on, perhaps like that. But see how we're not going to have to worry about painting the clear part or masking off the parts like in the front. That's really going to be a big help. Beautiful. All right, what else we got? And it looks like, I don't think there's anything left on this tree. Nope. And this one looks pretty much empty as well. There are a couple of, I don't know what that is. A couple of pieces up at in the corner, but that's about it for that tree. And looks like we've got the tail fin. Again, it really kind of gross. It needs to be washed in hot soapy water. And we got the other wing. Again, looks kind of gross. We'll clean that off. Ah, okay. I was wondering when I was going to get to this. And this is really kind of grungy and ugh. Where's the frame? I'm going to put this over here for now. And you can see this is going to go inside. See how great that's going to be? Maybe I got it in backwards. Just like that. That way there we don't have to worry about painting this part, the clear, because you guys that have ever painted on clear parts, it's a real pain to mask everything off, and at least for me it is. And we got the other one, so I got more plastic, clear plastic to go. Looks like I found the nose cone. And again, it's in gloss. And I'm going to put that in flat black. As you can see, it's flat black on the actual plane. And again, I'm going to put up pictures of the real plane, just so I know what I'm doing, or I get kind of a reference on what's going on. See this? I have no idea what this is. Maybe this is one of the burners on the back. United States. So this has to be from another model kit. Put that aside, and looks like there's more. United States. More than likely from a different kit. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, we got the other burner. And where are they gonna go? Probably right, let's see. Yep, you can see how they're gonna go on like that. Let's see. I got another fin. Well, actually, I think they're gonna go on the back. And then one, because I'm not sure if these are meant to rotate. We'll see. Like I said, I want to do some research on this plane. And we got this part. Not quite sure what that is. And this looks like, again, this needs to really be washed. See, I really have no idea what I'm looking at. So this, I'm thinking that this could be the back fin, and these go like that, and then you have the rudder. Forgive me, I'm not, is that's obviously not the rudder, but the direction. And let's see, looks like I have some clear parts. I'm not sure if that's for the instruments or if there's lights, because if there's lights, you know me, I love to light everything up. Maybe we could light the engines. It would look pretty cool. And this is the clear part that's going to go right there. So I love the fact that we'll be able to see inside and paint the frame. There's a whole bunch of different little pieces now. It's just a piece for a decal. And I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what any of these pieces are supposed to be, so when we get to the build and we follow the instructions, then we'll know better. See this piece? Let's see. I think this is what one of the wheels for the landing gear is going to go on, but I'm not quite sure. Is that everything in the box? The only thing left, the only thing that's actually still in plastic, you can see that this tree right here. So let's go ahead and open it up. You can see these are the bombs on the plane, and even the bombs are camouflaged. So that's going to be really fun. A different challenge because I've never done anything like that before. And it looks like, I'm not sure if those are machine guns or I'm not sure what that is. And that's everything that came with the kit. So hopefully the kit is intact, meaning, well, complete, I mean. Hopefully all the pieces are here. And I'd like to thank Michael, my son, for thinking of me for getting this. Because this is going to be like a fun little project. And again, I want to use the paint gun. And first thing I'm going to do for this build is we're gonna wash all these parts in hot soapy water. Now I can tell this is acrylic paint because of the shine. So I don't know, it might be easier to wash it and then sand it down, or I'm gonna try to use a little bit of thinner and take it off. Using a little bit of thinner might be able to take everything that the hot soapy water doesn't take off, but that paint is horrible looking. See, I don't know if it's I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna go like that, perhaps. But anyway, this was the introduction. And this is going to be a fun little series, fun little build. Again, my son was at a yard sale, and he knows how much I love model kits, especially older ones. And Desert Storm was in the early 90s. It doesn't really have a date on the box. I'm going to see if there's a date on the decal sheet. No. I will do some research on the plane as well, because I like to know what I'm talking about while I do a build. And that way there, I can show you guys. As we go along, I can give you some information about this plane. So my friends, thank you for joining me for this quick little introduction and unboxing. I love ERTL models, especially, obviously, those of you that follow my channel know the Star Trek ones. But I think I want to do this one because the camouflage is going to be a lot more fun. So my friends, thank you for watching. And until the next video in this series, I'll talk to you real soon.